Three Married Ladies' Opinions live this Sunday, May 1st at 8 p.m. We are live every other Sunday on Facebook and YouTube. This week's special guests, Cal and LINNELL. Get the tea from Mr. Selfie. And me, your girl, Neek is the night. As always, come to listen, learn, teach, and share your opinions, baby.
Hello.
Hello.
Why is only three? Okay, there we go. Hi, welcome to Three Married Ladies' Opinion. Thank you, everybody. Yes, and LINNELL. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Hello, how you doing?
So,
I don't know when to speak.
No, it's fine. This is just a relaxed conversation. But what I do in the beginning is I promote some black businesses. I'm going to start out with the ones I normally promote, and then y'all can promote y'all business. All right. We're going to start out with share my screen. Healthy tips. Let's go over. She sells a lot of health food things that I do take. Black seed oil, sea moss,
yep.
all the good things for your body. She does also deliver, she'll ship out. She's in Baltimore, Maryland, but she will ship out. But if y'all from Baltimore, go to Northeast Market and hit her up. She got all the teas. She even got some stuff for your hair. They go to sea moss right there. Sea moss drinks is off the chain. She be having different flavors and stuff like that. And you don't never really taste the sea moss. You can still smell the sea moss. This mango is to die for. But you can't really taste it. She has so much stuff in there you can't even the stuff that tastes good.
Well, that's good.
The fruits and all that. So yeah, go get all of your healthy stuff from there. I started to buy my lotions, deodorants, all that from her.
That's it.
Instead of the regular Walmart, Target place. This Manuka honey really helps. Matter of fact, I should do that to Jason. He have a call. This Manuka honey really helps you when you sick and you have like a cough and stuff. And so does black seed oil, sea moss, get the mucus out.
All that.
So yeah, go hit her up. So that's the first one, Healthy Tips LLC on Instagram. The next person I want to promote. Yes. I thought I had her up there. Okay, we're gonna go to Mrs. Selfie. I thought I had the other person up there. So Mrs. Selfie is right here. Talk about your brand, Mrs. Selfie. Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Because I'm like the old folks. I forgot to unmute myself. But this is my Instagram page. But if you go to but on my Instagram page, you will see my website. Just click on it.
Okay, right here.
Yeah. Right. It should take you straight to the website where you can purchase hoodies, t-shirts, teacups, journals, whatever you like. I got a little something for the men, but mostly for the women, because we gotta do our self-care. We gotta be mindful of our bodies and how we, presenting ourselves and showing up in the world. So yeah, just go ahead, go through it. Each picture in there has a story. You'll see Neek at Night in there with her Heal Thyself t-shirt on, and some others. So go ahead.
That's great. Nice.
So they go,
Yeah.
Mr. Selfie husband sporting the men's wear.
You showing it? Because I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Y'all don't see it?
Nah.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
see it?
I
You see
was
it.
showing it.
Yeah.
I thought I was showing it.
It's still on an Instagram page.
Oh, that's why. I thought once I pressed it, it would go.
No, it was still on the Instagram page.
Oh, there you go. All right, here you go. I thought I went there. I'm sorry.
There you go, right
That's
there.
the men's collection.
That's my Lion Face Self Mastery collection right there.
Nice.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is the men's Self Mastery collection. Got them in all colors. And for the women, like she said, it has a story. So go ahead and purchase Mr. Selfie stuff because you got to take care of yourself, like she said. Oh, there I go. See, I'm way slimmer now. Can y'all tell?
All good.
I gotta get you an updated picture. Okay, I gotta buy another shirt. Take a picture, but yeah, she got a lot of things in here, not just clothing. Got your journals in here. Get your journals.
Shoot, I even got some socks in there. You gotta go to the catalog. I got a little bit of everything in there.
Review. Okay, yeah, got your socks right there. Black Mastery. Self Mastery socks for the men. And then
That's for the
the
kids.
thing that I really love was that you had luggage. Like, don't nobody got luggage?
Okay.
You had luggage. I was like,
I got a little bit of everything.
Let's get to that.
I do have something in there called Such is Life, SIL. It's a little phrase my husband always saying, when y'all men get together and y'all out there smoking your cigarettes, sipping these sip, and y'all telling each other stories that y'all can't change. And my husband be like, yeah, man, such is life.
That's facts.
I took it and put it on a t-shirt.
That's facts. Great idea.
That's a good one.
It's a damn good one.
Look at that. I'm trying to get this luggage.
Y'all up here promoting your stuff. We just looking at your stuff like,
Word, right there.
Luggage right there. Look at that luggage.
I like the luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go back to the luggage again?
Yeah.
See, you got to get it more for a man, like a man-woman joint.
I know.
Y'all married women, y'all be leaving us out, and y'all married to the man-woman.
SIL, Such is Life. That could be for a man.
I see you got the butterfly on there. I guess the men, you can have the bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
I'll see what I can do. That's a good idea.
And you got to show us where you get your hash from. That's a fitted, or is that a snapback?
That's a snapback.
That's hot. That's exactly where we going to. That's nice.
Shit, we up here learning from y'all. We about to promote. What's going on?
That's what's up.
Also, I'm going to just name a few as far as like I wanted to really hit a spiritual asset, and then I'll name a couple of few to just hit up on Instagram. Okay, let me get it up real quick. Spiritual asset. She does readings. She sells other things as well, other than you can purchase a reading on her website. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
God, what you eating sounding all crazy.
I'm on my bad. Man,
so
and she be on point too.
Yes,
she
go to her Facebook. She mainly on TikTok. She just started getting on there a lot. I think she can be live now on TikTok, and she do readings, and a lot of times it's free. I try to get her to let people pay for them, but she just like, no, I want to do it whenever I want, and they don't have to pay for it. I said, okay. So She does do the ones where you can pay for in private. But the ones publicly is free. And then, she'll go on Facebook and just do readings, and you just put your name in there, and she'll go ahead and do the cards. She uses the cards, but it's really instinctual for her. But she uses the cards because I think that makes people feel better. It's like, okay, I'm putting the cards out, but she still feels it even without the cards.
That's real.
Let me go back to her.
And what's her name on Facebook? I want to look right now.
Yeah, so this is Tessa Inverary. It's the spiritual asset. That's her. And you can purchase a full in-depth reading, a love reading, or just a general reading. So she have it for $40, $40 and $60. So then you can go to her products. These candles, I bought like all my family members these candles. She sells incense as well, sage. You want to clear the air, clear the spirits. She has blessing oils. She just recently have the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this one. I have the sage spray. And I take it, put it in my purse, just spray it wherever I go. I ain't gotta worry about burning anything. And people talking about, what you burning? What you burning? She got a journal as well. Okay, let me get back. Okay. And these candles, the sunshine and sage is my favorite. But I think she's revamping the candles, she said.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got these wax melts, and I got that as well. And they make the whole house smell good.
Nice. And
spiritual asset t-shirts. She actually has this tattoo on her right here.
Mm-hmm. I want to get
she got this, yeah, she got this tattoo on her, like even the chain part. So that's the new t-shirt. So yeah, go hit her up. And now we want to, I don't have your website, but do y'all have a website?
We have one building. It's in the making.
Okay. Yeah, it's not finalized. Right. It's called mandingolife.com.
Talk about your brand. Tell us the name.
Okay.
How that got started.
All right. Well, I'm Cool Cal. My name is Darryl, which everybody call me Cal. The Mandingo line came up out of just me wanting to represent a brand that I just wanted to make underwear. A friend of mine had started his own underwear line, but he used a generic underwear. You know how you go overseas and just get underwear and put your logo on it, and that's what he had. So the name was hot, and I was like, I gave him a suggestion on, changing the design to make it, more, comfortable for the consumer. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I already put the order in, and it's already done, blah blah blah. But when he got the product back, we supported him, but the product was really no good. And so I kept, trying to help him out and give him my idea as far as like what he should do to his the garment. Mm-hmm. And he didn't take my advice. So, that was years ago. And then a little while later, I think my wife had actually showed me a pair of underwear. She's like, "Oh, she said these underwear are similar to what you were trying to do." Because I was trying to give the crotch area more space for us to, be comfortable in. Mm. And the underwear happened to be similar to what I was doing, but not exactly what I wanted. So I purchased those, tried them on. They were decent, but they just wasn't what I was like, nah, I could do better. So I went back to my man and showed him what, like, look, this is what I was talking about, but I got a better idea. So he was like, I'm kind of fed up with that. This is what you do. Do whatever you want to do. You can change whatever you want to change. Come back, we sit down, chop it up, and then we'll move on. You know what I mean? But right now, you just go ahead, take it what you want to do and do whatever. So I'm like, all right, bet. So now I started thinking, he don't want to do anything. So I was like, maybe I should just try my own thing. Yeah. And that's where the Mandingo just popped in my head, because I don't want to mention his name of underwear just in case, just I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting his product down. He's still around, so it's all good. God bless him. But so the name Mandingo just popped into my head. And I said, that's cool. Being that it's male underwear, I could use that. But then I was like, I don't want to offend nobody, especially our people. As far as the name Mandingo, I didn't want to use it to be like, So I did some research on the name, and the first thing that came up was something negative. It was a movie back in the 70s, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Movie.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that name, I seen that
Yeah.
movie.
Yep, that's all I'm envisioning. The guy in the hot tub.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Well, there was a porn star also called Mandingo as well.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
the movie that was mainstream was about I think it was about a slave who was his master, whatever. I don't even want to use that word, but his handlers, the wife was having an affair with him, and she wound up getting pregnant. And I can't remember the exact story, but anyway, that's what the Mandingo movie was based on. And it always brings a negative. The name Mandingo, it's not negative, but it's more or less like sexual prowess. And the name Mandingo is way more than that. So when I started doing the research, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use the name. Start off with the underwear. I really want to do a athletic apparel. I see a lot of people wearing athletic wear, but it's no name that represents us. Like you got a lot of people wear like Japanese lettering, Chinese lettering, all type of Arabic lettering, but nobody uses this lettering from our culture. The culture that represents us as a people. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna use this name. Start with the underwear, but I'm gonna bring more culture to the name itself and give it something more, tangible than just a man running around wanting to screw every woman in town.
Yeah, give it a different meaning.
Right. Well, it has that meaning, but the Mandinka tribe was a great West African tribe who has done a lot for culture as far as we are here today. And in fact, the more research I was doing, the more enlightened I got on how wealthy the Mandinka tribe were. They were some of the richest individuals at a point in time in the history of the world where they ruled everything. Mansa Musa was one of their leaders, and he had more money than everybody. There's a lot of stories about Mansa Musa, and it's great. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? This is what Mandingo is going to represent. So I'm going to have it's going to be high quality value garment, and it's going to give a different look at the name. And as I made some T-shirts and stuff, and a couple of cats, I did good, and people were wearing it, and a lot of people were getting like, that's a white woman told my man, and he was in Jamaica wearing the shirt, and she said, I find that shirt offensive. And he said, why would you say that? She said, well, that Mandingo, that's taking white women, and he was like, nah, and he gave her the storyline that I gave him. And she was enlightened, and she said, I will never look at it like that way again. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do as far as with the Mandingo. And then LINNELL, me and LINNELL been friends since I've known LINNELL just about as long as I know myself. We grew up together right next door to each other. So we were little tiny dudes, 3-4 years old, just knowing each other. And he called me up just recently, maybe about 6 months ago, and was like, Cal, I've been thinking about you, man. And, what's up with them underwear? When you gonna come out with those, man? And he's like, I've been thinking about them. What you gonna do? I said, well, that's crazy. I'm just in the every time it seems like I'm on the cusp of doing something. It's always something happened. Like I was about to COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? And the COVID hit, and then now me and L get together, and we about to do some more things, and now I injured my leg. You know what I mean? So it's like a whole bunch of just setbacks or whatever. We still going, we gonna take what we got here and move on, and we gonna make it happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta keep pushing. That's what you really want.
Yep. So y'all want to hear me say something?
Yeah. Now, L, you go ahead and talk, man.
Something too. Yes.
Now, let me give you a little history about me and Cal when it come to it go deeper than that with the garments, because Cal got his ear on the streets. I will always be following him. So we and Cal done sold CDs, DVDs, glasses,
pocketbooks,
college shoes, Dolce Gabbana,
Oh shit.
anything that was on the street, Dad would get a hold of it, and then I come through in the shop and I follow up. I sell anything he get his hands on, man. So he ain't telling you that part. So that part
Uh-huh.
would that's the part that lead us to when he's doing his own thing. So we already been in the fashion game for in a small sense, in a funny kind of way, but we've been in it. So what he ain't telling you is one day I had a dream, and I was dreaming about Cal with the underwear and stuff. Nope,
Mm-hmm.
I mean pause moment, because I ain't trying to say,
You know what
you know what
you
I'm saying?
said I was dreaming
My
about
kids,
Cal with the
my kids taught me how to say pause, man. My son had to educate me on when to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? But, but I had a dream, so I called him and was like, "Yo, you still got the underwear? Like, you still got the trademark for that?" And he was like, "Man, I was just thinking about that." I think we need to make it happen. Like,
Yeah.
so within a moment in time, I called my friend. I got a friend named Ty. I called her because she's like a branding agent. We ran it past her, and she was turned on immediately. And then I had another guy with his name is Matt. And Matt,
Mm-hmm.
he just was trying to make everything legal and try to put everything in place. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody that I spoke to and brought them to Cal, they was interested, highly interested. So um, my thing in here is Cal make the final decisions, and I sit up there and just keep plugging them with ideas. We bump heads right now, but it's a good bump. So we just putting it together. So every time I go somewhere, I make me a shirt and I bring it to where I gotta go. I feel good wearing my own stuff, but the only thing Cal be putting me up on is like different kind of cottons, and
Uh-huh.
he want different kind of designs. I want to keep everything simple as hell. I just want the logo. I don't want nothing else but the logo. But he got like 10 different designs, and I try to keep it down to the most simplest ones that I can
Mm-hmm.
keep. But I really just like the logo. I want to keep it a little mysterious. I don't want to have to explain what he likes to explain with the Mandingo and even though I did my research, because it
Mm-hmm.
goes deeper than that. I made myself do research. Everything that he talk about, I got one of these jobs where I just put my stuff on YouTube and I put it on my ears and I just listen all day, like
Uh-huh.
marketing and distribution lines. And
Mm-hmm.
um, when he did the Mandingo, when he told me, I just listened to Mandingo stuff all day. Like, they got this guy on YouTube called the Home Team, and
Mm-hmm.
he just talked about stuff in Africa. So he was going over the Mandingo thing. Mandingo comes from a Mendi tribe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's the root of the Mandinka people. So it's Mendi, and then they got Mandingo, then they got another tribe attached to with the Mandingo parallel. Mandingo used to rule the Mali Empire, so they ruled a whole bunch of like Western and Central Africa. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
was
For
very
hundreds of
powerful.
years.
And when you look at what's going on in TV, like he talked about that movie. That movie was actually Ken Norton. That was my favorite
Right,
box
right,
actor.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And he had a black baby with the woman. But yeah, I like the catchy phrase when you say Mandingo, because everybody be thinking we holding, like, oh, you got a big joint down there. So that we gonna catch him with that, but then we
Yeah.
explain it later.
To tell a
So
story.
Right,
yeah.
right,
I
right,
should
right.
put like a card with your merchandise too. That
Right,
tell the
right.
But we
story.
gonna do like we was
Yeah.
thinking about what lies beneath. Like, that's a little phrase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it with
But
the
that
underwear.
mean they could think they can go lead it on, think it's that, but it's like Cal gonna tell you it's about he start bringing up stuff about your seeds and how you should spread yourself and protecting your seeds, because we
Mm.
want people to be responsible that wear these underwear. Like you can't just be dropping your seed everywhere,
Yeah.
or when they wear the underwear, I'm just envisioning in my head, like, want people to be like,
Just consciousness. That's all.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's up. That's good because that's like health education too. Well,
That's a
sexual
fact.
health education.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? See, I got a clothing line and service.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
That's
like
it.
if you look up them, if you see them other leading underwear that people wear, they look like clown joints. They got logos on them. You advertising for another man. Some of them say backwoods on them. Some of them say it's like it's just like we ain't nothing but an advertising post, and you wearing that on you saying it's fly. But we want to simplify it a little bit. Like somebody looking for a job. Imagine if you got them other kind of underwear on under your suit, and you think you fly, but you look like a clown. Like I'm not gonna say it's the clown, but you just look with the perception that they want to give you, because there's two other brands that's out there that I be looking at, and I just want to be different. Like we want our customer base to be more conscious, could be a little older, because I don't want to be walking around here 30, 35, 40 years old wearing no underwear with backwards on them or Snickers or whatever the hell the advertising they put on it, and they charging these people $30, $25 for them.
Yeah.
I want somebody who trying to get a job, be like, yo, this is the job I want. I'm gonna put this on. This is the first thing I'm putting on. Have this on, have my suit on. I want them to walk with confidence in them instead of just like, they a social media plug or something like that.
Yeah, and be sexual responsible.
Yeah, that's another thing. The man, it definitely gives your partner, your man, like your husband, when he wear them, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, baby, all right. You know what I mean? That's what the man
night.
Yeah, it's definitely special. Yeah. And
and
another thing I might add, like just for a tidbit, like if you remember the TV series Roots, everybody remember that. Like Kunta Kinte was Mandinka from the Mandinka tribe. You know what I mean? Alex Haley, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's that's just a fun
one
fact.
Thing, Cal, you got to be conscious of, but I'm just realizing that these ladies is way younger than us. So some of these shows we bringing up.
How you gonna say way younger? Why you say that?
They these shows that they moms used to watch.
Everybody's seen Roots.
I'm not that old. I'm almost 50.
What?
Oh, I thought y'all was younger than that.
Wow.
I'm 47,
my bad.
and I'm gonna be 48 this year.
So I'm thinking y'all like 35, 36, something
I should have said I'm 21. Damn.
Right. Yeah, that's all right though. That's a black don't crack.
I was like, so I got it.
Well, LINNELL knows my mom. So do she look her age? Has she ever looked her age?
I didn't.
Nah,
so that means your mom was way older than me. I thought she was just a little bit older than me.
No, she's 71, or she about to be 72.
God bless her. God bless her.
Your mom's is one of the most beautiful hearts I ever worked with. She kept me out of a lot of trouble. She showed me how to act in corporate America, because that firm she used to work at, that was one of the most powerful law firms in the world. Not just here, in the world. Like that's the first time I started really seeing not really the money, but the money behind the money. Because the clients they had be a client that may own Rockaway. The client they had maybe a client that owned Sean John. Like, so we sitting up there looking at Sean John Rockaway, and they working with the real people who own it, so stuff like that. So do y'all have any questions y'all want to ask us? We taking over this for a hot minute. We got a little 25 minutes. Y'all want to ask us?
I mean, y'all kind of explain why y'all started it. Where came up the name, who came up with the name. So what kind of underwear, what do y'all envision it looking like? I guess, like,
well, I mean, they definitely
we got two different philosophies. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, they definitely feel it's the comfortability of the underwear. Me being a man and having multiple underwear. And then another thing that really intrigued me or made me realize how like Gucci underwear costs like $200, $150 for a pair of silk underwear. All it say is they just got their logo on. Ain't no real. They feel like shit, really, to be honest with you. But it's just because of the name. So I'm looking to what I want. Like I said, my design, I have a custom design, but you can't really change too much with underwear. But mine are just a little bit different. I've seen a couple that are similar to what I have, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's comfortability. It's the material as well. And that's the main thing. Like I focus on the material and the design and the feel of the garment on your body. So I have, and a few of us have samples that we got made. I had got made up, and I just gave them out to people just so they could feel and give me their honest opinion. So when I got the feedback,
you have the laptop on your lap or something.
yes, I'm in my
it's
bed.
shaking like
I'm sorry. I'll keep still. My bad.
Because he got a broken leg, so he
I had surgery.
Okay. You have it on the table. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's basically like I'm really focused on the quality, the comfortability, and just the material on the the material I'm choosing is like antibacterial, antifungal. It also increases blood flow, so all that, and that's what you want down there in your area. You want some blood to be flowing, so you might not have to use them
like boxes and briefs.
But they basically box of briefs. And like I said, that's the initial launch with the underwear first. But I really want the whole line to be athletic apparel, where you have the whole garment, sweatshirts, t-shirts. This is athletic wear. You know what I mean? I have my envision of when you see UFC and everybody be coming with the Venom underwear on. Like I would love to see our people represent the culture and come in and be like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this brother's joint to the ring. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can get far. But like I said, my joint, our garments are definitely you're gonna feel any man that puts them on like, yo, all right, this is what it is. And then when his loved one sees it, they're gonna understand like, oh, okay, all right. So it's great.
That's definitely what's up.
So I wanted to bring some out around Father's Day. We have a Mother's Day line, but right now we're a little bit behind because of my injury. But we're going to make it happen real soon.
That's wonderful. I just sometimes my equipment goes crazy.
Now
they definitely let us know.
Definitely
now,
will.
The other thing is,
because my husband's sitting right here listening. He like, yeah, that's what's up.
The other thing is, we in the beginning stages right now, but we in depth with what we want to do. But also, what we trying to mess with is distribute. See, this is stuff I think about. We thinking about distribution lines. Like who's going to be making it for us? Like where do we get it made? Like you got people going to China to get their stuff made. This is unfortunate what I'm about to say, but it has to start somewhere. Like China got an advantage over other people in the world because they have cheap labor because it's a communist country. It's a communist country. But on our side, we got impoverished countries over here that can use any kind of work that we bring. So I got somebody who got ties to Haiti, Jamaica. So I'm trying to get a factory down in one of them places for the people to make it. They start making our stuff. Over years, we started getting enriched. We start making a couple of dollars. Eventually, they're going to protest. Hey, you giving us cheap wages. This ain't fair. Then we got to go back and negotiate with the government. We got to negotiate with the people in that area and probably increase their wages. But for right now, we got to take advantage of that. Haiti has nothing going on over there in terms of like factories and textile industries. So if we can get something started over there, that's cool. Now we found somebody in Jamaica, but it's not a black-owned company, but I'm not saying we're going to use them or not going to use them because the final decision is Cal's, but they are showing us all these different product lines of different things they make. And I'm very interested because the guy who runs the factory there is a black guy. So soon when we have dialogue, it's going to be with a black dude giving us dialogue and everything. So I'm looking, but we just looking at the cost factor, but we trying to find the best, like you said, quality. Cal puts me up on the fashion because he owns a barbershop. So Cal is seeing everything come through. Like they got dudes out there with Maybachs coming up to his joint, so he get to see what everybody wearing from the richest person to a blue collar person. So he's seeing all that. I don't. So now, like this shirt I got on right now, I just went to.
Hot. That's the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is funny. I'm gonna go get her. So Cal just designed this joint. He just sent it to me last week. I already got a shirt made. I got, you know, I got a black girl out here that be just putting stuff together. She put some sneakers and stuff for me together with all that. So instead of me wearing somebody else's stuff, he do a design I like. I heard him make a shirt, and I just wear it to wherever I'm going. Because I went to an event this weekend in DC. So I done lost track.
You gotta put your image out there.
That's what we doing
I get
right
started,
now.
just hypnotize people with the image.
Nah, we coming. We coming. We coming.
But what he pointed out to me.
Did y'all do the trademark?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everything is done. We got the LLC. We got everything up and running. I had just, it was crazy. I had just, we had just put the paperwork in, got the LLC, because I had this all for like about 4 years. I've been working on the project. Like I said, COVID really threw me back. I was on the cusp of coming out, rolling out, and then COVID hit, set me back. Like 2 years we've been dealing with this crap. Yeah, so like when Elle had contacted me and asked me what I was still doing, I had just started back up, making contacts or whatever. And then, like I said, we went to Baltimore. There's a manufacturing company out in Baltimore, because I was envisioning using a manufacturer in the States. I wanted to have the made in the USA tag, Mandingo, whatever, but it's very expensive, and I might not be ready for that. We might not be ready for that right now. So we just, taking our time a little bit, but we're going to definitely pop off something real soon. But yeah, so that's just where we at with it right now, and then everything will be up and running real soon. We got everything, the trademark, everything is a go.
My idea for launch date, it was Father's Day, but I'm thinking Christmas for me.
Well, we talk about that. We gonna get all
whatever
that.
he crank out, I'm gonna sell it. That's what I'm gonna let you know.
I got some stuff, man. I'm ready. I just like I said,
he's showing me different materials. Like now, I walked in H&M. It's a different material for their t-shirts in H&M. If I was to go to a regular ass store. But one thing I did notice, I went to this store for some company. It's like a high-end company, got a lot of following. I went to the store and I asked the dude, hey, what it take for me to get my stuff in your store? And he was like, well, you got to have a following. You got to have this, and your packaging, everything got to be right. I said, all right. So I went and felt the material of the stuff, and it was everything Cal said that he don't want. So I said, how is this dude getting $100 for this shirt that's going to get beaties on it, whatever you call them, little. I was like, man, they getting away with murder. But the difference between me and Cal is kind of old school in his approach, and I'm trying to modernize. So we got to find a common ground before we launch that works for both of us. I'm into trying to get influencers, because they want to get paid by every time they wear your product on their show.
It sounds like y'all can handle different aspects of the company.
That's what we doing.
I don't see it as button heads. I see that he handles the aspects of how the material is, the design, and you can handle the marketing aspect. So it's just like a different job within the company.
Yeah, it's not a bad bumping heads. It's just that's what we going through. That's all. Because at the end of the day, he the boss. I'm a follower. I work for him at the end of the day. So if he say that's how we gonna do it,
assign you as the marketing person. Okay, we're gonna market this thing. We're gonna set up this website. We're gonna do all of this. I want you to find somebody to do that. Then bring them to me, and then we can all talk about it and see, how we can go ahead and do that.
That's what I do. I bring him. I bring him the resources so he can dish out his vision. I try to bring him the resource. So if he say, yo, I'm looking for this, my black ass would be looking that day, and I'm trying to make it happen that day. But I'm like I must got, that's not a real thing, but I like to say it. I got like ADD. That's a fake thing, but I like to think I got
fake. It's real.
I got that too.
Environment.
And I'll be like, go. But you gotta think,
but then you sound like me, because I be like, go. I'm doing this.
And I be like, I need to stop. Doing too much. Because y'all need to be like this. And I'm just laid back, relaxed, like, yeah, okay.
Pressing that's the way this
like,
thing's set up.
Yeah,
y'all
okay.
two up there is y'all way, and us two on the bottom is our way.
That's hot.
Yes.
But at the end of the day,
so it's like 40 minutes into the thing. We need to start talking about our subject. But I appreciate y'all sharing y'all story about the company, and everybody, please look out for Mandingo coming out soon.
Mandingo
and we will definitely let y'all know when it come out. So send us the links and everything. As soon as it come out,
I appreciate y'all giving us the platform to run our mouths the way we did. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we just
no problem. I want to start with, as far as like defining what it is or what people think a mail order bride is.
Help me out.
The lady on the top, Miss Sophie, can you help us?
Well, I had to go on YouTube because I didn't know what it was. And according to YouTube, the YouTube videos that I've seen, a mail order bride is a foreign single woman that's looking for an American male. First it was white males, but today it's
whatever.
American male, yeah. To escape, I guess the type of environment that they don't want to be in. So they don't want to date the men in their country. They want to come over to America where they have more freedom and more opportunity, and they believe they could get that from an American male. So that's what I've seen. And the ones I've seen, it was mostly from I want to say Asia, DR, definitely Brazil.
Okay, slow down a little bit. I'm gonna get to the next thing. I just wanted to define it. The next thing is talking about the top 10 countries.
Okay.
The top 10 countries. I have a little graphic for that. Sorry. That's why I said slow down.
Oh, okay. I was telling you. Okay.
So I ain't put number 1 yet, but these are the top 10 countries, and you named Brazil, you named DR. So number 10 is at the bottom. I mean, at the top over here, but it's Vietnam, Brazil,
Jamaica got it.
China.
Why y'all got slide Jamaica in there like that?
Thailand is one. Jamaica's one. Ukraine is one.
I know they trying to get out now.
Word up.
Yeah, I didn't try that. Ukraine did that, and they have a war going on. But I didn't know it was that impoverished over there to where they starting to do that. But Dominican Republic, Colombia, and number 2 is the Philippines. And I have a good friend. He would say that she's not a mail order bride. I'm not going to define her as that because she's not on the website. He just met her through a chat. John. He met her through a chat. She's from the Philippines. And you know what I'm saying? So I think number 2 is really good because I've actually seen these YouTube videos. Has anybody seen these YouTube advertisements in between that you're looking at YouTube and all of a sudden a Filipino lady comes on and says, "Are you tired of having women, these other different kind of women? You know what you should try? You should try someone from the Philippines because we're this and we're that and we're that." And I was like, what? It's an advertisement on YouTube? Just gone. So the number 1, what do y'all think is number 1? Guess.
It got to be either Jamaica or Africa, I guess.
Europe. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
But you mentioned
quantity.
No, Russia. Yeah.
Mail order brides is Russia.
What?
That's the number 1 country. It has more than 500 mail order sites, and it displays over 60,000 Russian women at any given time.
Wow.
I don't want to say anything, but President number 45, First Lady, was she from Russia?
Nah, but they all fall under Slavic people. Slavic people is like Czechoslovakia, Romania, Serbia. All of them is all under that Russian flag type of thing. That's where the throne.
I don't remember exactly which country she's from, but I think she was from Russia.
One of them joints. Yeah, I think so.
She one of them in that area. One of them Slavic joints. I happen to work at a job that's like 30% Filipino. So a lot of them, I don't know how they got here. And then on top of all of that, I have a Filipino nephew that's in the Philippines right now. So it do touch home. So that
So
number two,
so
Philippines number 2.
And not only that,
My
the brides
dad,
are affordable. Now I want
my dad is married to the Philippines, but he didn't bring her here. She was already here. Like you said, it's like a lot of people that work here already. And she worked. He been retired and she still worked too, Joe.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, I guess. To each his own, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But I wanted to also kind of give the floor to LINNELL because we brought up this topic of male or the brides because he has his story about how he met his wife.
Wow, y'all really went there, huh? Okay.
What?
Cause she in the other room, like how I'm gonna get into all this? She might bust in here and just smack fire out of me.
tell her it wasn't me.
No,
You know what I'm
he's talking
saying?
about how he met her, right?
But I came home
How
today and was like, "Yo, I'm supposed to be on the podcast tonight, and I'm trying to promote my company, but to promote my company, I gotta sit up here and talk about marital situations." So she was like, "What? What?" I was like, I just walked away and just went in the other room. You didn't understand what I said? That's on you. But
you can say how y'all met, and just tell that story.
Since I moved to Virginia from New York, I like to travel. So one of the things I would do is if I go to another country, I would try to meet somebody online. So by the time I get to that country, I already know somebody. So I was like, man, I'm going to Jamaica. So I went to Panama. I got 2 friends in Panama that I'm friends with to this day that I met when I went to Panama. But one of them people I met before I got to Panama. And then by the time I get off the plane, I already got somebody like showing me around and showing me, because I don't like to know a country as a tourist. I'd rather see where the people going, what they doing. So when I went to Panama and then I did it again for Jamaica. But when I was going through the Jamaicas, because I'll be looking on certain social media joints and I seen this girl and I'm like, man, she different, but she ain't, you could tell when somebody trying to do a setup when they got certain kind of pictures too good to be true, it'd be filtered out, so you be thinking that's a scammy whammy. But this one, it showed like she was in the countryside somewhere. It showed like ain't nothing was perfect in that background, So we started talking back and forth, and I could see that she wasn't really into social media and all of that stuff like that. So I got more and more interested. So I tell my man, I said, yo, we going to Jamaica. And I told her, I said, yo, I'm coming to Jamaica. I'm gonna come visit you. And my man was like, all right, let's go to Jamaica. So we jumped, got our tickets, we got an Airbnb, we went down there. But for him to not know that I had somebody lined up, because when you do them Airbnbs in them other countries, they was like, we can get you a driver, we can get you a cook for your house, you can get. So we paid for the driver that came with the Airbnb, but the cook, I asked, I said, yo, you know how to cook? And she was like, yeah, I know how to cook. I said, so, yo, you gonna come in the house and be the cook. And so when we got down there, the driver picked us up. Yo, this was crazy. Cause my man got the Airbnb. So the driver came with it. So when we got to the airport, we getting off the plane and dude started texting him like, yo, send me a picture what you look like. I said, hell no, don't send him no goddamn picture what you look like. Yo, we just gonna see this dude. So we go outside. I said, man, this is a setup already. Like, we just got off this plane. This dude asking for a picture and everything. And then we had to give the address to where we was going. So we get outside. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking around, got my head on a swivel because I'm like, yo, if it go down, I'm gonna go down fighting. Cause yo, I came over to Jamaica to get set up. I see this dude walking towards me. He like 6'8", big black dude. Then he had another dude look like a Martin Lawrence. He had half braids, half afro. They walking like, yo, you Eric? Cause that's my man name. I was like, fuck. I mean, I ain't mean to curse. I can curse on it.
Go ahead.
So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So when they picked us up, they put us in the car. So we driving like, I was like, let me just enjoy this view before they rob us and everything. But then we had to get, which is my wife right now. She was trying to meet me at the airport, but she was running late. So when he go get her, he pick her up wherever she was at. She get in the car, and we just like all that talking we was doing on the phone. Like she really right next to me right now. So I remember that day. It was hot as hell. Car ain't had no air conditioner. And we were just holding hands. Like I didn't even know if I should let her hand go because it was sweaty. It was mad sweaty in the back of the car. And we were just, so she came to the house, and then my man was like looking at her. So we went to the supermarket. She went and picked up a whole bunch of stuff. So when she started picking up the ingredients and the spices, I was like, yo, she really know how to cook. Cause I'm a foodie. I love cooking. So I was like, she really know how to cook. Oh shit, okay, this shit gonna work. This gonna work. So we get to the house and she started cooking. Next thing you know, and then she just went in the room that I was staying in. Now he catching on like, yo, this ain't no goddamn cook. They in the same goddamn room. So they went to the room and everything, set up shop. She started cooking, and that food was so goddamn good, man. It was ridiculous. We ain't even eat no food in Jamaica. We just waited for her to cook. Like even the driver was coming back eating her food. Like he ain't need for nothing. It wasn't like he was no broke dude, but he was coming to the house. He didn't even eat meat. He was coming to the house just to eat the peas and rice and the vegetables. Like she really was that good of a cook. So now me and her teaming off. My man is like, these two people know each other already. They on some bullshit. They think so luckily the driver is like a jack of all trades. So he started taking my man to all these different places to hang out so he ain't feel like a third wheel. And me and her started going all different places around Ocho Rios. We went to the Black Hole. We went Doom. We went bike riding. Yo, that dude was taking us everywhere. Yo, if y'all go to Jamaica, y'all go to Ocho Rios, I'm telling you, Cal know my man, Tavoy, the dude named Tavoy. This dude will anything you want, he gonna get it. We went on a raft ride. We did a whole bunch of nice things just to make a long story short with that. And so after that, we just
So you met her because you always try to meet somebody for a city before you go to a country or whatever. You always try to meet somebody online. It wasn't your intentions to like go there and be like, okay, I'm gonna get married to her right away. I mean, how long was
no,
it?
it wasn't. That wasn't my intention.
Married.
We may have decided to get married like almost a year after that. After I met her, it just grew on us. Like, yo, I tried to crack on her. She ain't go for it. She started crying. So I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So what I did was I put in the cab, sent her back home. I started hanging out because I was like, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this trip. So I had other friends. I had other friends in Jamaica. So I met my man because he was in Jamaica. So I went from Ocho Rios to Montego and hung out with him for the rest of my time there. And then I ain't hear from her for a little while after that. So it was more to it because, but I ain't here for her a little while after that. Ain't like I left Jamaica and we were just talking. Hell no, I ain't speak to her for like a month or two. And then I was like checking on her. Then we restart talking again. So that's how that went. But yo, she looked different, yo. Now, Jamaica, you be thinking you go down them islands, everybody look all exotic and this and that and the other. Some islands I went to, yeah, but I felt like she was the baddest joint out there. So, and I seen some girls out there. Some of them look like rock fighters. Some of them is elegant, but I just felt like I met somebody unique. And I was thinking in my head, like, how crazy could it be? A person that cooks so good, how can they be evil? You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy, but I love food that much. And that's what I was thinking in my head.
Way to a man's heart.
She went way past that, man. She is like when she came to America, I started selling.
Hey, Miss Lambs. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Missy Lambs. When she first came to this country, we had to put some money. I wanted to put some money in her pocket. I told her sell some dinners. So I put her up on the people that I know. When they had her food, yo, it was overwhelming. It was like if she got up tomorrow and said, I'm selling plates, we gonna get 50 orders. Like it's nothing. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like, so she got a gift from God with that. And she a good looking woman. So, but I ain't realized I did know, but I didn't know. I was getting into a person that was deeply in the country, like the equivalent of me marrying somebody from the backwoods of Arkansas. Like you ain't even never heard of nobody from Arkansas, but that's the situation that I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
never seen an escalator, like never been on an elevator, like stuff like that.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. How long y'all been married?
Since 2019, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so almost 2 years.
No, it's 2000, almost 2022. It's 2022. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said almost 2 years.
Almost 3 years.
You said almost 3 years.
20? Oh, 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Almost 3 years.
But you gotta think, for 2 of them years she was in Jamaica, I'm here.
Oh, so y'all was married
and she couldn't get here. Yeah.
Oh, so what made you say I'm going to marry somebody, and even though they can't get here, I'm gonna still go ahead and marry them?
Cause I wanted to be settled. I'm older. I wanted somebody to have my back. That's the main thing. Cause you can't have balance. Like my parents been married all my life. My parents been married 59 years. So I see the relationship they have, and I see what they acquired over time. But I always used to be running around. Like I was a running around as dude. And I got tired. And it's things that I want to do. It's places I want to go. I want to visit with somebody. I don't want to go somewhere to meet somebody there. I want to go somewhere with my significant other. Well, his thing got bumped off.
No, he's still there. He in the back.
Oh, so
he just turned the camera off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I just
okay. So why couldn't she get here at first? What was the problem?
That's just the basic channels of immigration. Like you got to fill out a lot of paperwork. You got to fill out. You got to do a lot of different things for them to get here, and you got to prove that your marriage is official. So I got married in Jamaica. I didn't get married.
Oh, you didn't even get married in America. You got married in Jamaica.
Yeah. I got married in Ocho Rios. Huh? What you say?
I said, Mr. Self, you got any questions for him?
No, I was just listening to the story.
Oh,
I feel like I'm boring y'all though, because y'all quiet as hell.
Nah, I'm like, wow, this is a nice love story. Especially with the fact that you married her in Jamaica. You was like, I ain't wasting no time with immigration.
Yeah, because you could do
that jerk chicken was good, wasn't it? And them plantains, honey.
Nah, you know what it is them goddamn peas and rice. That's what it is. That's how you could tell somebody cook how they make their rice, to be honest.
My grandmother didn't pass the recipe down to nobody. Mm-hmm. I wish I had that recipe. Oh, yeah. I loved her rice.
Yeah. So you gotta go through that process. You gotta pay your fees. You gotta show all your documentations. You gotta show your working history, this and that and the other. It's a lot you gotta do. Now, the situation with me and my wife, it ain't it ain't no. It's tough. It's tough. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to delve into other aspects.
So
If
how long has she been here? For like a year?
yeah, about
Has
a
she been
year
here?
and some months. She got here March 22nd, 2020,
Oh,
I think.
So she still has to go through the whole process of becoming a citizen, like since
Yeah,
she's.
she gotta get a permanent green card. She got a temporary green card. So
Mm,
you gotta get the permanent green card. And she got a good job now.
mm-hmm,
A job that she enjoys. And we going through our trials and tribulations, because things ain't like what I expected. Like that's when I started immersing myself into other things. Like
mm-hmm,
I'm working on, like, not just what Cal doing. I'm working on trying to get like homeless shelters in Florida, trying
mm-hmm.
to help homeless people down there, or prison reentry program. I'm trying to do a bunch of little different things because difficult situation I'm going through now. Because it's a
that's
learning
what I was like.
process.
What do you mean it's not what you expected? A little deeper. Go deeper a little bit on that. Like, what do you think? Why? What is it about your marriage right now that's not what you expected?
I'm very pushy. Like I feel like I did my part on this side. This is what I want from you, and instead of just allowing her to go at her pace, but so it makes me look pushy. And then it's an age gap. It's a big difference in age, like 20 years. So that's another thing. Um Another thing is me being single all these years. I got a lot of friends, a lot of female friends that are really friends. And when I got married, I cut off a lot of that stuff because you don't know who is going to be hating, who's going to be official. So I just eliminate a lot. Now I feel like I'm alone because all of them friends I had that I don't really speak to no more, I got to make my wife my best friend, and we ain't really best friends. So now it's like, God dang, I done gave up half of my life, and I feel alone like a mug, like crazy. So like you you supposed to marry your best friend. So um that's something that we got to work on. You know what I'm saying?
How do you think y'all can work on it so she can become your best friend? Have you thought of anything like maybe going to therapy or
She don't want to do none of that. She don't want to go to church. She don't want to do therapy. So what do? I do it for myself. I go for myself.
Mm-hmm.
what are her interests? Do
She's
you know like
learning.
the
She's learning herself here in this country because in her country, she lived in a small town in Jamaica. So in her country, she got a certain kind of routine. Now you come in here, everything moving fast. Everything is like,
Open and.
yeah, yeah. Like imagine like something simple like a washing machine, or mm, um, having access to like different foods and stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
different. Like stuff that's in Jamaica ain't here. So now you gotta find what kind of food you like that you ain't never had before. You gotta clothing, um learning how to drive. That's like a big issue. Like that's big, big, big. And I was trying to get her to learn how to drive real fast, but she wasn't really with it. So I got to the point I ain't really want to be driving her to work every day. Then we had a little falling out. She started going to work. Kind of find out she spending like $1,000 in cab a month. So we could have been driving, had a car. I got two cars. So stuff like that is stuff you gotta navigate yourself through. And I miss my friends. Like, shoot,
Oh,
that's
so
another.
you had. So it's like you was forced to develop the capacity, like patience. So you got to work patience with her. Well, how about
Very
on her
much.
end? How was it? How she feeling on her end? Or do y'all
That's
have
what
like
I'm saying. Like, I'm
talk?
like getting on her nerves type of stuff. Like, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? The way my personality is. So they on her end is like this dude always on my ass. That's how she probably feeling, I think. I can't think for her. I feel like going in the room, wake up, tell her come out here and join, but I ain't want to do all that. Cause there was like a give and take thing here with the Mandingo thing and learning how to do interviews, but I ain't want to delve crazy deep into my situation. But I got some good friends that they want the best for me and they want the best for her, and we gotta find an amicable way to get through this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, so did y'all talk in the beginning? Like, did y'all talk about
Man,
marriage
yeah,
or
we talk
y'all
every
goals
day. We
and
talk
all that?
every day, 2 and 3 times a day, but it's a difference when you talking to somebody on the phone and FaceTime to actually
Mhm.
being next to them and seeing them and watching them. And
Waking up with them.
yeah, yeah, like little things that you didn't know. Like there's little things I do. Y'all been married, y'all get it. Like I ain't
Mhm.
never been married. Like little things, something may get on somebody's nerves to the last of the nervtivity and something that you totally used to. And you
Mhm.
be like, I don't see no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. And like now, like my whole bathroom dresser, everything is covered with beauty products. It's like beauty products everywhere. And I'm looking like this girl, you looked good before all of that. Like, what is this doing to make you get to the next level? Like,
Mhm.
I'm looking at products I ain't never even know existed, like edge cream for your edges and like craziness, man.
Yeah, that's the takeover. Like my husband, he ain't got no closet space. I just made something for
Yeah.
him. Just take over everything because we just, we be trying to look good for y'all, so y'all don't get bored.
I don't think it's for me. I think women try to look good for other women, not to be not no lesbian stuff, but the men we don't care about all that extraness. Like when girls be having the eyelashes, well, men don't. Out of 10 men,
Mhm.
7 of them ain't really
I
paying that
don't.
no mind. So
Yeah.
who is the other? Like who is the woman wearing certain things that they wear for? That's my question. Am I wrong, Cal?
You on mute?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold
He
on.
must have
I
muted
muted
himself.
him because I was hearing all that crackling in the background. I'm
Oh, my
sorry.
bad.
No, it's okay. So also, I mean, I think even if she did not come from Jamaica, anybody that you're gonna be married, you have to learn them. You have to start to get to know their interests. So anybody that comes into your life, a lot of times, is going to show you what you need to work on about you. And just the same thing that Miss Selfie said, you're here, you're with her because you're supposed to be learning patience, basically. You're with her because it's things that she doesn't know that you do need to teach her. There are
But
things that she
I'm
probably
going through issues with
too,
teaching
you know.
somebody. Sometimes they don't want to learn nothing. So you get to the point where you be like, I ain't saying gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just do you. Cause it's like I used to call her Buck because everything I do, she bucking. So it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I had
Maybe
to learn that too, like with the pushy part, because like you said, you was looking for someone, to celebrate with, to travel around with, and the things that you bring up, she may not be interested in and stuff like that. So it's what I had to come to the realization is that one, I had to check my own what you call it. Y'all need to help me out because my brain going. I had to check my
It's okay.
huh?
Ego.
Your own ego, your own yourself.
Yeah,
Basically, you had the
expectation, like
expectations. Okay,
unrealistic expectation.
unrealistic
Yeah,
expectations.
I'll
What
say
what
that.
what? So what does that mean?
You gotta
Unrealistic expectations. What were your expectations?
Well, put
who
it like
me or
this.
her? Oh,
I was feeling it out when he was like I go, I'm gonna just use this, the church part, right? So my husband and I, we've been friends for years. We was friends. We were lovers, and then we got together, boyfriend, girlfriends, and got married. So during that whole course of time, I think like 16 to 18 years or whatever, he wasn't the church type. But when we got into a relationship, I became like a little church girl. So we figured, he ain't trying, but we trying to mend together. So he like, yeah, I go to church with you, knowing that it's not in him to do, but he like, yeah, I go to church with you because he know I'm like, I'm gonna get excited. Oh yeah, okay. It never happened. It happened like I got a picture of him the last time he was in church. I was in 2018.
Mother's Day. Was it Mother's Day?
It was a good day. I don't know what day it was. It was a good Sunday. But I mean, he sold me this whole story. We're gonna sit together, we're gonna read the Bible together and all this and that. And I was like, okay. Naive, just like, yes. I finally, and I think he came like maybe 5 Sundays. Can't count them all on both hands. It was like a little sprinkle here and there. And then it just stopped. He was like, I can't do it. It's not in me to do it. And we had arguments because I was just like, because my expectation was like, but you said, la, 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 la. And he was like, but if I sit there, I'm going to just be sitting there fake. It's not in me. It wasn't it. And then when I had to think about it, when I thought about it, I said, you know what? He never really went. He ain't belonged to no church. He never went to church. It's not in him to do church. Why did I really expect him to do that? So I just had to accept the fact that, he loved me. When I come home from church, he'd be there.
No doubt. Yeah.
But mine is. I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish your
No,
thought,
but go
man.
ahead. I was finished. But
Oh,
that's what I was explaining.
mine is the opposite of you when it comes to church. When we used to be on the phone, she'd be like, when I get there, I want to find a church. I want to find a church to go to. Boom, 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 boom. I told her straight up, I'm not a Christian, but to keep the peace of my house, if you my wife, if church was make you feel good and everything, I'm gonna go. Don't expect me to join, but I'm definitely gonna go because I want you to be at peace. We ain't never go to church. We ain't never look for one. We ain't never.
I don't think the point of her story was the church. The point of her story is that she had expectations about him.
And I did too. I had expected us to go to church. It's similar to her story, but mine is just like.
But see, I was in it heavy. I was like, it was part of my prayer to God. Like, he got to go to church with me because in my mind I had this big idea. Like, I'm in the church every Sunday before him, and I'm seeing married couples. I don't know if they're good or bad or whatever, but they together, and that's the image I wanted. So when he agreed to, that's what I was looking for. And it was like, he just told the truth, and I had to accept the truth from him, respect and learn to respect it and settle it with myself. So,
and what she's saying, going by what she's saying, unrealistic. The expectations is I expected her to come here and to go to church. In my mind, just like she was envisioning church, seeing couples, I was envisioning me going to church as a couple with my wife. I was envisioning that. And then when that ain't never happened, I started looking like, yo, what's real and what's not real? Because she is adamant about telling me going to church and we ain't in church. So what's going on? Like, so now I'm like, what is your spiritual base? Because I know what I'm into. And what are you into? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, so now you just like, what else you changing? Like, you're not keeping your word with anything.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, a lot of word was said, it was not kept. Like, I don't be fronting. Like, when I say I'm gonna do something,
you have to realize the human condition is that just because she said those things when she got here, she probably had a whole different experience and was like, these are not really the churches that are back home.
How would you know? She never even laid foot, not one. I was ready to bounce around.
She even tried to look into one, or she just didn't listen
had
to one?
no intent.
Okay.
We got 3 churches on the corner. We got 3 churches up the block. You can walk. I got a church. I got 2 churches on my block. Now, for you not lay foot in one of them, come on. I lay foot in them, and I'm not even like a Christian. I lay foot in both of them, you know. Because sometimes you go to church and you're going to get a message. You're going to get a lesson to live by. Because the Bible is like a great book of lessons to live by. You going if I go,
Did you ever ask her why she didn't go to church?
Our communication is like minimal to this.
Well, that's a big part of a marriage.
I
Is
be trying,
communication.
but imagine talking to somebody and you don't get no answers. What you gonna do? You don't get no feedback, no nothing. So I do my own thing right now. That's why I immerse myself in the Mandingo products. I immerse myself in the what I'm trying to do in Florida. I put myself in position with other things so I could keep going because I don't want to lose my mind worrying about what's going on here when I don't feel like we on the same page.
So, Cool Cow, I heard that you were married way longer than me and Mrs. Selfie.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion about this?
I've been married for let me see,
about 67, 70 years.
I'm going on 29 years.
Wow,
that's even longer than the third married lady.
Yeah, the third married lady, she's the longest of us, but that's longer than her.
Yeah, 29 years. Is it 29?
He married the baddest girl in her high school.
Yeah. Yep. Years ago. Yep. So 29 years. This coming September. I know my wife for like 30 years, 31 years. And it's marriages have its ups and downs, and then you just got to deal with whatever, and just try to make it work, as long as you can. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
Suggestions of what he could do?
Well, I think they just gotta, that's meeting somebody online and then stuff like that. It's like a double-edged sword, I guess, to a certain degree. But when you go the step further and become married in such a short time without even really knowing the other person, of course you're going to get these type of setbacks. But if there's genuine love there, it should be able to blossom out of what you have. So you just keep plugging, keep trying, go out, hang out, try to do things that interest you both or whatever, and see what happens. If it don't work, then it is what it is. But what's your husband say, Miss Selfie? What's his line?
Such is life.
Such is life. You know what I mean? That's it.
And that's how I feel. Such is life.
Word. And as long as such is life and you living, then just keep on going.
I'm older now, so
I was actually at the wedding in Jamaica. I had a great time. Elle's wife, she's a magnificent person. We had a great time, and I think, like I said, they just gotta try to, if you want it to work, it will work. If not, then it's not. I guess I could say it's no love lost because you really don't really know each other like that. So.
Well, when you go through disagreements and disputes, you do learn somebody because the way they react, that shows who they are.
That's a fact.
Sometimes arguments bring out the truth. So we don't be having arguments like that though. It's just no communication. So we don't be. Yeah, 2 arguments maybe, but I'm not really into arguing because my parents been married so long. Can you imagine somebody married so long that you got to hear they bickering all day, every day? Like my parents been married a long ass time, so I don't like arguing. I don't like bickering, so I'd rather just walk away than to sit up there and just go through it. And I just
if you never address it. And my grandmother was like that, like as far as like being quiet. She was that type of person. Like instead of arguing, she'd just be quiet. So I mean, I understand that as far as, if you feel like it doesn't work, but you said you were getting older and you wanted stability, so that's why you did it. So you don't want to give up easily because it has ups and downs, like Kyle said.
I don't have the
And
patience to go through the ups and downs if I don't feel like I'm appreciated or loved. So I ain't gonna go through all that. And then with me getting married, my friend Supreme told me the greatest thing a black man can do is sacrifice himself for a woman. And he was like, "Yo, it's about that time, bro. You
That
gotta
ain't it.
sacrifice yourself for somebody. Sacrificing don't mean you giving up on this, that, and the other. You provided sanctuary and security for a sister. They deserve that. You know what I'm saying? That's
That
how I
ain't it.
feel.
That ain't it. That ain't it. I
But
mean,
that's
that's
what he
my
told
opinion.
me at the time. Huh?
Yeah, but that right there is not realistic. Like, you know what I mean? To sacrifice yourself and then all your dreams and aspirations has to be put to the side to make sure somebody
No,
else.
that ain't it. That ain't it. It's just saying, yo, I picked you and we gonna work through life together instead of letting a woman be stranded and barren. That's how he was looking at it like that. He ain't saying stop what you doing. You still gonna lead your house. You still gonna lead. And a woman is a multiplier. Whatever a man wants, a woman gonna make it come tenfold. Cause that's the gift that God gave the woman to us. Like man say he want a baby, a woman can give you two. You say you want a house, a woman give you an apartment building. She gonna adjust the home to make
the
you.
video I put up the other day. I had a video up in what's the name, and the preacher was saying the woman is a multiplier. You give her a baby, she don't give you sperm. I mean, you give her sperm, she don't give you sperm back. She give you a baby. You buy her house, she turned into a home. You give her grief or you give her arguments. Guess what? She gonna multiply that too.
Mhm.
So I hear what you're saying as
Yeah.
far as being a
Like my
multiplier.
parents.
And
Oh, keep going. My bad. See that
no,
ADD
no,
be
no, go ahead.
kicking in. You be bop bop bop. I can't help it.
No, that's fine.
Like
That's
my
fine.
parents, my father, when he was coming through the school system, they had him labeled as whatever it is. I don't want to say he was slow, but they had him in a situation with the education system where, like, when he get out of school, they was expecting him either go to jail or something like that. You know, my parents been married. So my father was 21, my mother was 19 when they got married. And he said, well, his family, they was po. He ain't never expect to have what he have. Like, they got several houses and stuff like that. Like one time my parents got into an argument. My pop stayed in one house in one state, and my mother was in another house in another state for like 3 months. That was crazy. I was shocked. But he's like, I wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for her, So how can I be but so mad? That's she really made my father on the come up. Like she really on the come up. Can you imagine getting into an argument? You stay in one house and she stay in another house for 3 months. I mean, there's people out there like that, but shit, he ain't never be able to expect he had. And then when they got back together, they was stronger because they missed each other, But I went to go visit him. Like I really had to go see this. Like, yo, you really staying out here like that? He said, hell yeah. And then he was staying in the house that was really my mom's side of the family house, and she was in, another house. But he really, I just wanted, no matter what I do, I ain't gonna never be able to catch my parents in terms of being married that long or having a relationship that strong. Because I'm older, and my parents have been married since they was 21. So that's crazy. But I want the best for her, and I'm gonna make sure she gonna be right. Anybody who deal with me, they gonna be better than when they met me. So that's at the end. I mean, like I'm trying to either we gonna work it out or I'm gonna make sure you set up straight. That's how I feel.
I feel like Cool Cal has been married for 29 years, and you have seen 59 years of marriage. So he has a lot of opinions as far as like what can work, what can't work to me. Because if I know somebody that's married 29, and I know they got their story, that's what I'm saying, that could be helpful for somebody who want to be married for that long. So that's why if he says, "Well, no, that's not it," I know what you're saying. You were just trying to clarify what your friend was saying. But what do you mean? What do you think? Um, would help a marriage sustain as long as yours has been, Cal? What helps?
Understanding and knowing that things ain't gonna be perfect, and you're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. Just be able to just build through it, no matter what. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you just just try to make everything comfortable for everybody in the party. You know what I mean? Me and my wife got 2 sons. So we got grandkids now. So a lot of things you go through in life, you just like every day is a lesson learned, and you just try to keep building. Until you can't go anymore, I guess. Or just keep like L and like I said, I know LINNELL's moms and pops just as long as he has. We almost the same exact age. I think he's born February 12th. I was born February 22nd. So I've known his parents forever, and they are the coolest couple I have ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like they are just, and that's very rare. You know what I mean? That's very rare. Even in like they from old school, so I'm old school too. But me and my wife had plenty differences over our relationship, and like I said, you just try to keep on, keeping on till just make it work. Try to make it work as long as you can. A lot of dudes, like when we get married, like it's more or less like it's almost like going into a LLC, a company for that matter, because when you marry your wife, everything that you have basically belongs to us. And then if y'all get divorced and separation, and you got to give her half of your earnings or whatever, however it works, so you trying to avoid that. But in the same time, every life ain't perfect. So you just got to keep going, and if it's not working out, then break ties without no hard feelings, and you still can remain friends. You still can help out. You still can make sure everything is all right. But it doesn't have to be a, don't have if it's wrong, it's wrong. You know what I mean? If it's right, then if it's something there, then you can find it. If there's a little flame, a little light, trickle of light in the darkness, you can find that light in the darkness.
Yo, it's crazy right now. He sound like my father right now.
Your pops is mad cool.
He sound just like him. The words coming out of his mouth. That's crazy. That's some shit. That's some stuff he would say for real, for real.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then, yo, when my pop said at my wedding, he was like, he said, yo, I've been married like 50, 58 years, 57 years. And you just got to keep on trying. You got to keep on trying in the relationship. Everybody was like, yeah, yeah. He was like, I've been trying to leave her for 57 years. I just keep on trying.
I know the feeling, Pop. That's hot. That was hot right there.
You remember he said that?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. That's real talk right there.
What's crazy about this show? I ain't think we was gonna fill up this time, man. Yo, I feel like this thing from like time flew by. I thought I was gonna be deflecting for like an hour and a half.
I knew you was gonna fill the time up, my brother. I knew.
Me?
My husband wanted to say something. This is 3MLO and JoJo.
Peace and love, JoJo.
Jam Master J.
Peace and love, my brother.
I enjoyed y'all conversation. I've been sitting here the whole time.
All right.
Okay. How you doing, my brother?
Look here, man. It's a hard situation. I'm listening to both. I'm listening. I think I'm pointing, but I'm listening to both of y'all, right? And man, it's a hard job being married.
Yeah,
I've been through it. This is my second one. So I understand what both of y'all are saying, and I think my man just said it the best. I don't know who was talking.
Go ahead.
Just keep going.
I think it was the guy with the orange hat on.
Yeah.
He said when you want to let it go, let it go. If it ain't worth it, it's no worth it. There's no worth for it.
Yeah.
So for me, like everybody goes through different things. Like we come from two different places, but we always kind of mend together. once that men come together, and you said it first. The guy,
LINNELL.
Nell.
Yeah.
LINNELL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You said it first. You caught that, right? That had to be a hard job for you, man. You know what I mean? Like being away from somebody you love, it had to be a hard job. But you caught it. Mm-hmm. When you catch that one person, no matter what the foul is or how you feel, I always think, man, stick with it. Because if you don't, you'll be miserable in the end. I mean, y'all said a couple things that I was listening to. Mm-hmm. Man, before the whole marriage thing came up, both of y'all said a couple things that I definitely agree with. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
Real talk.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate the fact that you said, you know what, I gotta get in this conversation.
I don't really do this, right? But I'm saying,
I know you don't, and that means it must be special.
Guys,
you know
what I mean?
I'm honored that you got into this conversation. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, look, I appreciate y'all, man. I was just sitting back listening.
I don't have a gun.
She ain't got no gun to me. Ain't no gun to me. But nah, man, I appreciate I just appreciate listening. I was just sitting here. Mm-hmm. I got in the video for a minute, but then I was sitting somewhere else, and I was just like, man, these guys talking real.
And we coming from two different ends of the spectrum. We friends, but our marriage is two different sides. He got longevity. I'm just starting, But what we should do? We need to have 3 Married Men podcasts. Forget all that.
Man, I ain't know. I'm not that kind of guy gonna be. I just did this with y'all. Like I did it.
I appreciate that.
I
was just joking. I ain't trying to do no podcast.
My eyes is looking like that, but you can't see it because I have the class. If we was there having this podcast, he would be talking more than all of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all. Because I'm comfortable.
But
I'm not comfortable like being all on the internet and all that stuff. So,
you have a opinion, and that's
man. I had to come out. Mm-hmm. Say that again, Yannick.
I said, but you have an opinion, and it's good that you're okay with talking about it and sharing your opinion. That's all right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, it's so much. Man. Appreciate you, man. But we want to come back to your podcast. This is our first ever. This is like I ain't know how I was gonna feel on camera.
More than welcome. You are so more than welcome to come back. I like I said, you said I should be advertising like a month ahead of time, but I don't ever get people a month ahead of time.
Well, with the next time we come back on your show, you gonna know the date. We gonna plan it out right, and then I want us to blow, and I want y'all to blow up too. So y'all, it's professional. Like I feel like the way y'all handling it, it ain't no technical errors. I see the stuff flashing on the bottom here and there. Like y'all deserve your flowers, and it should come to y'all. And I want to come back when we all on a different level. And y'all got your stuff together. So I ain't mad. It ain't sloppy. It ain't. If it was sloppy, Cal don't like nothing to be sloppy and messy. I know that for a fact. I be winging it. I'll just wing it. I don't care if it was raggedy and it was kids running around. I don't care. I still be talking. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't none of that.
So we kind of used up a lot of our time for you and your thing, which is good because I wanted you to get out with how you was feeling and what's going on with you. I did have a video, but to get somebody, you get y'all to react about it. And then I'll ask a question. So I'm only gonna play one. I had about 3 or 4, but I'm only gonna do one.
Let it ride.
Since we on the end spectrum, let me share it.
You really did your homework, okay?
I usually do some research, and so do Mr. Selfie.
We are very much looking forward.
Hold on. I'm supposed to start it at 1730.
I'll be doing my research because I'm like, what did y'all need pulling me into? Be sure.
No, not there. Right there. All right. So mute your mics so then we can hear what's going on. All right.
How do I do that?
Oh, it's like a little mic button right underneath your picture where you can see that green line going every time you talk. It should be like at the bottom of your screen on the left or the right. It's okay. I'll mute it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might as well handle that.
All right, here we go.
Mail order bride. You know,
can y'all hear it?
Yes.
Say something for the record. I don't pick one out of a catalog and she shows up at my door. When I went to aforeignaffair.com, when I originally met my first wife there, I looked at hundreds or maybe thousands of pictures of different women, just like I would on Match.com or Yahoo or any of the other ones.
In fact, let's take a look at this. Now, Wayne spared no expense when it came to finding his bride. Now, his friend Kevin says that Wayne is just lonely and uses money to get these women here. Let's take a look at this and we'll talk.
Wayne doesn't feel confident and he has no self-esteem, so it's easier for him to go overseas where the women want to come to the U.S. and they're willing to do just about anything to get here.
I met my ex-wife through foreignaffair.com. I lived through like thousands of pictures and something just kind of chose me to her, and eventually went over to meet her and ended up marrying her.
When he married Larissa, I felt kind of shocked and asked him what he was doing. He told me he was in love, and I told him he didn't know what love was.
My wife got here. After a few weeks, she became very ill, and she kept getting sicker and sicker as time wore on, and it turned out she ended up having cystic fibrosis. She ended up having a double lung transplant. A few weeks after she got home from her transplant, her mother handed me divorce papers. She said that she had, thought we couldn't be a family and everything like that, and wanted a divorce. At that point, I felt used.
When the marriage ended, he was very upset, and he was very hard on himself.
After my divorce, I tried again. This is my fiance, Antonina. I found a wonderful woman. We've been together almost a year now. My new fiance is from Nikolaev, Ukraine. We are very much looking forward to her coming to the United States and spending the rest of our lives together.
My biggest fear is that they're using him as a pawn, and once they get over here to the States and they get their citizenship going, they're going to leave him like the last two girls did.
All right, stop sharing. So, my question is like, these mail order brides that men are doing, like we had those 500 sites just for Russia, so imagine all the other countries. Are these men just desperate, lonely men, y'all think? That's just trying to get somebody for companionship? Or do they really can fall in love over line? Hold on, let me unmute y'all. My bad. Or you really think somebody can fall in love with somebody they just met online?
I think you could to a certain degree, but I think most of it's just scamming. I think a lot. So we look at that particular story right there. That young lady looked way more, like he damn well when she come in, old boy marry her, 6 months, she's out of here. You know what I mean? So a lot of these dudes, a lot of these guys are, searching for love, and they, trying to buy love, really. You know what I mean? Bring somebody over from a foreign country that you really don't know. It's kind of hard. It can be done, though. I think it really can be done. But I think it's like the percentages is probably really low. I don't think it's that great of a percentage of that happening. So I think a lot of the people from the foreign lands definitely have enough of agendas. They just try to bite the bullet as long as they can until they know they got enough, and then they out. That's what I truly think. But like I said, it can happen though. I got a family member who met. Matter of fact, he's still with her. She don't even speak English, but I think it's more or less a sexual thing from a boy. I know how he like to get down, and she's very attractive, but she don't even speak English, and she's over here causing all types of family conflicts. You know what I mean? Because I don't think she's really in it for that. She just wanted to get over here. You know what I mean? But that's the chances some brothers take.
So, LINNELL, you think these men are desperate like the ones we showed?
Well, let me tell you, when I went to Jamaica, and this is a white man thing, like this is part of imperialism. colonialism. I'm not trying to sound racist, but I'm about to say something racist. But nah, but the thing is, I was in Jamaica and I was down there, and my guy is a CEO down there. So he took me around these 3 millionaires, and we were sitting on the beach. One guy owned the whole beach, like about 4 blocks long. No, about 10 blocks long of the beach in Jamaica where we was at. Another guy owned a catamaran boat, like a boat you could throw parties on it and stuff like that. And then there was a white lady. She looked like she was wilted, like the sun burnt her skin up. She looked crazy. They was all happy people. We was having fun. You know, we had somebody cooking food for us on the beach. It was caught in the water. Now, the restaurant we was eating at was on that man's property. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. He was a big, about 350, maybe 5'10", 5'11". The girl was mad cool. She was cool. She was catching my eye. This was before I was married. We had a little bond. We was, we got along and everything. So everything I was ordering, he would order the same thing. Let me taste that. Let me taste that. What kind of ice cream you got? Yo, let me get one of them. So I'm like peeping, but me and him still talking. Come to find out, he was messing with that girl, because that's his restaurant on his property, and she doing the come up. There was a black dude that was tall black dude was running up and down the beach. He was messing with the bulldozer, trying to clean off the beach and all that. He looked like he was enjoying himself. I went to go in there and get something to drink. This dude was with the wilted white woman. Like, he was like maybe 6'2", 6'3". He may have been about 27, 26 years old. He gave me they was eating out the same plate. I was looking like, oh, wow. So, and then the other dude that had the catamaran, he was with some blonde-haired, German-looking Swedish girl. So it was like,
so all these dudes are black?
No, the white lady and the white man who owned the beach, they was white with the black, and he messing with the young girl that was working in the restaurant, like she was the owner, but he was really the owner. Then the one who had the blonde hair, I couldn't tell what he was. I didn't know, because he had a deep tan, but I didn't know if he was like one of them, the light-skinned Jamaicans, the ones be mixed with a little Indian. I didn't know what he was, but the girl was blonde, so that was his status symbol. So that happens a lot, man. Yeah, them dudes be thirsty. They want, and part of what happened to me, I'm older, and I wanted me to fly a little young John. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, I was, but it ain't like I couldn't get. It ain't like I couldn't get here in the States. It ain't like I couldn't get my own. I just wanted somebody on the come up. I wanted somebody in another country, so when I go to that other country, I could build out there, because I was already studying in Jamaica how they be building houses. Like, if you go down there a certain amount of time, if you build an 8-foot wall at the framework of your house, you got a lifetime to finish that house, but you got to build that framework. So before she came here, I was open up a bank account down there. I'm trying to do business with her cousins and everything that was selling stuff in the market. Like, I would go here. I was going to be doing like the coupon in here, fill up a barrel, send it down there, let them sell, put the money in the bank down there. We get $5,000 in the bank down there. We start building the house. I had all kind of plans, man. It was like, I did it because I wanted to be in 2 different countries, because I'm not crazy about America like that, but I want to be able to go somewhere else. So I was trying to build that too. My vision is way different from what she was.
So you stopped all of that? You're not doing that anymore, like building? Or?
Because I ain't really got no access to that bank account. Like, I was supposed to be on it. I put my money in it. I was supposed to be on it. I ain't on that. She ain't doing no business with her people down there. We supposed to be sending barrel, because we went to the dollar store and she was looking at different stuff. Was like, yo, they be selling this in Jamaica for this much. I said, yo, let's start copping this stuff and put it in the barrel. I figure every time we get a barrel, and then I was trying to find out down there how to bribe people down there with the barrel, so I can push my stuff through, how to get certain things.
Don't be admitting trying to bribe anybody. Don't say that.
I was trying to find distribution channels.
tape. They can bring this tape up. The internet forever.
Yeah, I don't mean bribe, but just find distribution channels to get my stuff through, and help her family. Like she got some cool cousins like that. Now I don't really talk to them like that, but she got real.
Do you have their numbers?
Huh?
Do you call them?
Nah, not no more. Like everything changed, man. Everything changed. So now I'm starting to look like I'm getting back into my old habits of how I used to be, like gradually. Like,
is this who you want to be, or do you want the marriage to work?
I want communication. That's what I want. I want to be able to talk.
I believe that it takes two. So
obviously you could see I'm the one that be talking.
Two people, because if
so
one
it sounds
person
like you want communication and cooperation.
Yes, communication and cooperation. So it's two. It's not. So if she doesn't want to communicate and she doesn't want to try to continue to build this business and try to continue to learn each other and know each other,
I'm waiting. Keep going. I'm listening.
I'm trying to figure out, well, how long are you going to wait for that? Or are you going to actually try to communicate to her that this is what you need, or y'all might not work? Like maybe you need to tell her stuff is in jeopardy. Maybe she just don't think it is.
I think if I lead myself and make myself better, and if she see that I'm doing things, maybe she'll adjust and change or open up more, But if I sit still and keep whining about what I want from us, then I'm gonna be stuck, So that's how I
get
feel.
that. I get that part.
So if I lead myself and then she see, I'm seeing other people around, they ain't really doing what my husband doing. He trying. Everybody know I'm a try. I'm always into something, but I just wanted to be able to share myself with somebody else. That's what I really wanted to do. And like I used to come up, I ain't gonna lie, man. I always had more than one friend, but I never settled down with nobody. So this is new to me. This is crazy to me, like real crazy.
I feel like sometimes you have to, just like what you said, just not bothering the other person, but still just like build yourself up. Yes, that is a part of it, but does this person actually want to work on it? Or is it just you?
I will never know because they don't talk. I would never know because they don't talk, and I'm tired of trying to find out. And it messes with my self-esteem crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's fuck. It messes with me crazy. Like, yo, Cal know how I used to be back in the day, man. I could show up at the shop with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But like, it make me, damn, am I really a bad person like that? Am I really?
No, I don't think you're a bad person. I think
something wrong with me. It's something wrong.
What? I mean, sometimes you need to figure out, well, what is it about me is why I'm in this relationship? Because a lot of times when you're in relationships, it's to teach you about yourself and how you react and what you're supposed to change about yourself. So I agree with how when you said I wanted to stop nagging her and just build myself up. And I think you should do that. And it may take a while. It may not happen like overnight that she'll see it. Because some people do see that. But if she does see it, that means she was really in this and she really want to be with you and she'll come to you. But if she doesn't see it,
everything would be different if we had communication. It'd be drastically different because I know where you coming from. You know where I come from. We could find a common ground.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all y'all in y'all marriages over there, y'all all got some extent of communication so you know each other is coming from. That's my biggest problem right here. I don't know nothing. And I don't.
So you can't. So for real, if you say I want to have a serious talk with you, can we sit down and talk about
it? It'll be avoided. It'll be avoided. Like I gotta sit here. Yo, you said we gonna talk the other day. Well, I'm tired. All right, go to bed. Do what you gotta do.
Nah, that can't be. You gotta. I mean, it comes to a point in time you just got to be like, yo, but put the chips on the card, put the chips on the table and let's play the game. What we gonna do? Like, it can't be sitting around waiting for the other party to say, all right, now I'm ready. Like, it got to be done. Like, it's the times is.
It makes me look like a bully. It makes me look like
no,
a
it
dad.
don't. Like, it doesn't make you like a bully. It just make you like, I came 3,000 miles, however far Jamaica is, to come get you, bring you over here. Now you over here, and this is what we do. Like, nah, this can't be it. You know what I mean?
I've been
like,
through all of that, yo.
Nah, you ain't been through it because it ain't. Obviously, you ain't been through it because it's still happening.
So when you was in her land, when you was in her land, right? Was you going through the same thing?
Nah, like I'm a different dude. Like when I was in her land, I was traveling by myself. I was going from one side of the island to the other by myself. This is where I didn't know. When I was around her, she always just quiet. Like she always quiet and reserved. But I didn't think of it. I was just thinking she gonna open up. She gonna be that. Maybe that was her personality, and I was looking past that, looking into what I wanted as opposed to what I had, what I was dealing with. You know, that's where my problem was too. I had all these dreams in my head of what I want in a relationship instead of saying this is the person that I'm talking to.
Unrealistic expectation.
Yep.
Those are those unrealistic expectations.
That's unrealistic, man.
Like well, y'all say unrealistic, but I seen my parents married all my life. Most of my friends been married all my life. So how is it unrealistic?
Yeah, but your parents grew up. I mean, they've been together from youth and grew up to maturity. They matured together. They brought, they had children together. That's some you and your wife. Now I know your wife. Your wife is a great person, but if the chemistry's not there, there's no how you gonna do it. You just can't, you can't mix the mix if it ain't mixing. Like you can't just throw all the ingredients into the pot and it comes out tasting like shit. Like it has to be some type of
to make your whole day miserable.
Yeah, and it seems like it seems like y'all both are miserable really with each other. And you have to have that discussion. It has to be, nah, we ain't gonna wait for this no longer. If I say, yo, babe, let's go to the beach. Y'all have it's beautiful. The weather's changing, the springtime's out. This is truly the new year. Everything that's life is starting to replenish right now. So this is the perfect time to take your wife to a nice park or something and just sit down and iron out your differences and let the chips fall where they may. Like, baby, like what's it gonna be? Because I'm getting older. I got you by 20 years. You can go off and find you somebody else if I'm not the one for you. But if you're gonna try to be with me, you see what type of man I am. I'm doing a lot, babe. I'm doing a lot. So if you want me to continue to keep doing this, let's go. But if you want something else, like let it be known right now. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Like, don't make it, that's it. Like, just lay it out there, bro.
Don't make it hard for me.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it shouldn't be that hard, man, because y'all been together for over a year now. She's been out here for some time now. And it's just, you gotta stand up, bro, for what
my job is, I feel like no matter what, to make sure she all right.
You've done that already. You're making sure she's all right. Even if y'all decide to split, you can still help her out. Like, baby, I got you. I mean, do you like I'll find you some, but I gotta live. And I brought you here to try to build something with us. But if this ain't what you looking for, if this ain't what you want, if you think you got some other aspirations, some other things you can get yourself into, by all means. But babe, I got to do me. That's it.
The whole process is, man, you got her here, right? That shows you love her right there.
Word.
That's you already showed that.
And you cut off all
now you go forward with that. Everything else will fall into place.
Well,
to be honest, she has to relate.
You still gonna do it, but you can't take but so much. You're still a human being. You're a man,
and that's what I don't think she getting that part. I don't think they get that part, but I don't feel bad because I knew that's the risk that I knew this was the risk that I was taking. Getting married. I knew this was the risk I was taking, and so it was like a 50-50, and I'm dealing with it, but My plan B is I want to get this Mandingo life popping, and I want to get this prison reentry program popping. So that's enough to take up my time. You know.
So do y'all date? Like, do y'all?
I mean, it's so much other stuff to this.
Miss Sophie asked you a good question. Do y'all date?
I mean, is it? Oh, y'all
Not
that?
no more. Not no more. When she first came here, I was going everywhere. Like places I wanted to go. I would go to different places to see if she would like it. But like the first time we went out, we went to some place and she looked at her phone the whole time. I said, "Yo, you that's like you letting people know that you're not interested in being around me." That's a man want to feel pride with his woman. He want to be proud, like to say, "This is my lady." You don't want to be in public and you looking like she disinterested or y'all don't even know each other and stuff like that. And I told her that. I said, you don't go in public and just look. I said, even if I'm mad at you or mad at somebody and we got a bond, when we go in public, they ain't nobody gonna know. They gonna think we peas in the pod. Then when we leave, if we feel some kind of way, but I'm not gonna be in front of nobody else, and they gonna they could tell we going through some, stuff like that. But I'm gonna be all right in the end because I got plan B, and it ain't like plan B get another woman stuff, but a plan B to get through my life and do what I gotta do. And plan B to
what is the sense of going through life by yourself if you're married? Because I understand that you
stuck
have
for a
to,
little while until you stuck for a little while until either y'all work something out or you get a divorce. It's one or the other.
I think I had a good suggestion of you just making and Shalita, and Mr. Selfie, make a date, plan a date for y'all to go somewhere where it's not a whole bunch of people, like he said, and talk and really let her know what the consequences.
Remember, we planned on going to church, right? We planned on going to church too. That ain't happening.
You plan, and she can't drive, right? So you say, okay, let's go in this car, and you take her to where you supposed to go, and then you have this conversation. Because if you never have the conversation and not know where her head is, you're just going to be in limbo and living with somebody you don't know, and you don't even know what their intentions are. Who wants to live like that? Like, you need to know her true intentions, and sometimes it takes you to actually let her know what's in jeopardy in order for some people to react, for some people to change.
That's a lot.
If you just let it keep sliding by, like, oh, okay, tomorrow, she's just gonna keep acting the way she acted.
Yeah, but that should also give you an idea where their head is at too, if they doing it like that.
No, because
you said it was a 20-year gap. So she's coming from a totally different, mindset. Then plus she probably still trying to adapt to the United States. She could be going through social anxiety or something. I don't know.
Different environment.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So,
but that should all come out on the date when y'all go out.
What I realize is when we talk, she is not gonna open up. So
if it's like that and you giving her all these chances, man, then you got to just.
I'm concentrating.
Open your eyes, man. It ain't that hard to see this right here. It ain't really that hard, man. Like you said, you do the skeptic. You had your ideas going through the back of your head or whatever, and now that everything is here, and it's been some time, and you can't even have a moment of let's talk about this, and it's like, oh no, we'll talk about tomorrow. I got things to do. Then, man, that ain't it, bro. That's definitely not it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not for nothing. Like you said, we can still be cool. I help you out as much as you need be, but man.
Only thing I do feel bad about is, like you said, this is on the internet forever. This done turned into a therapy session for me, and that's like I was trying to avoid so much. Like I was like, damn, man, I'm going.
I think
and
it's
then as soon as
therapeutic.
I seen Miss Sophie, I said, she gonna dig in me with these questions. I didn't even know you.
You-
I was
you-
like,
you
it's you, Neek.
Yo,
It's
deep
Neek
down
with the
inside, brother,
goddamn
deep down inside, my brother, you wanted this talk right here because you opened up. You opened up and let, you know what I mean? You was going in. You was expressing yourself. And I'm here for you, bro.
But the
You know,
thing
I'm a phone
is,
call away.
my wife is not here to tell
Well,
her
it's,
side.
she might hear a little something. She might be on at the door listening right now, and it's good, babe. You heard that? Now what we gonna do? You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, the weather's changing. It's beautiful outside, man, and it's time, bro. It's definitely time, man. Like I said,
think I want my friends back though.
Give
Like,
up. You know, I think you should try. You know, just put your effort into it, like he's saying, and make that date and just talk about it. Because there's no way that you're gonna just keep going through life just doing you and you marry. You don't even know what's going on in her head. Like you need to
it's
know
a part
what's
of me
going
that
on.
don't want to deal with it no more. Tell you the truth, I had some of these conversations that y'all asking me to have already. You know, so I'm very like.
So is there like a time limit to how long it take for everything to be finalized? Is she past the point where the marriage is what they called accepted?
I think
And she got a way to go? Because if that, go ahead.
That's some questions I really don't really touch on here, because like I said, this is forever, man. This is recorded forever and ever and ever and ever. So
no, that's fine.
She controls her own destiny, so I'll make sure that she still could control her own destiny. I mean, I used to be looking forward to raising her son. The son father like 6'4". Cal know I love basketball like crazy. You know, I got a kid I used to coach that's in the league right now. So I was waiting for this little boy to come.
Where's her son?
Huh?
Is he with you? Yes.
No, her son is in Jamaica. It's like we got to get him over here, and you know, she got to.
Tell me this: did you ask that question? Did you ask her, like, just straight up, do you want this marriage to work? Have you asked that?
Yes.
And what was her response?
I think I forced her an answer out of her mouth instead of figuring out what she really
was her
was
response?
feeling.
What was her?
I kind of said what I said as opposed to her saying what she really feel, because it's like pulling teeth to get you to say. I asked simple questions like, how you feel about me? Like, couldn't get no answers. So what I'm supposed to do?
Hey, bro. Like I said, man, I love you like a brother, man.
I ain't want to get into all this on no.
I know you didn't. Well, you shouldn't, man.
We could have talked about this Russian chick or something. You should have put a Russian chick on here for that.
No,
you could have put
I don't
Sasha
think
on
that,
this joint.
Anything that was detrimental. I think you just sound like somebody who wants their marriage to work, and you just want people to give you some suggestions about what you could do. You didn't disparage her in any way.
You know what my Jamaican friends told me to do? They told me to marry her and leave her in Jamaica and just go visit her down there. They was the harshest of all. My other Jamaican friends said, don't ever bring this woman to my house. The girl I went to college with, she said, don't bring her to my house. I was hurt by that. She was like, you know, because she was just breaking her down on the phone when they was talking like, yo, what you looking for? And she was like, well, I'm just want this. She said, don't run that on me. I'm Jamaican. I don't want to hear all that. What you really want? Don't play with me. She was breaking the girl down, and I was like, nah, I don't even speak to her no more, my friend from college, because what I'm going through, I don't want to hear her say, I told you so or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And then my other Jamaican friend, he like raised me. He the one who gave me knowledge of self. His name is Supreme. He like a 5%er. Like he the first dude that really let me understand my position in this world as a black man. That's when I used to come to Cal barbershop. I remember for a while, Cal, I was on that knowledge of self shit, and y'all be like, go ahead with that, get out of here with all that, you know. Then Kyle caught the knowledge of self and passed me. So you know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, just marry her, leave her in Jamaica. Just go down to Jamaica and visit her. Don't ever bring her up here. You just gonna have a wife in Jamaica. I was like, what? He was like, look at me, I got a wife in Jamaica. Like, she ain't never come here. He got a wife here, chick in Jamaica. Nah. You know, something like that. Or a friend down.
That's not where you are. And I don't, you know, you want to say anything, you know, harsh like that in the sense like that's not I don't think that this show you display like a man who fell in love and you just want to get to know your wife.
I think I fell in love with being in love. That's what I fell in love with. Love don't love nobody at the end of the day. I fell in love with being in love. That's what I fell in love with. I don't think I fell in love for the right reasons. I fell in love because I wanted to be in love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have a bond with somebody. I was tired of running around.
That's something that can't be rushed. Hmm? You know, that's falling in love and being. That's something that can't be rushed. That's something that has to happen naturally, and it has to continue to happen naturally. But I think
you already know your answer.
Yeah, this is something that you have to like go within and have your own gut feelings about what's going on and make your decision.
Yeah, you already know the answer. Right. But you know, like, you know, a human being, sometimes we gotta unchange our decisions, and that's what hurts the most. You know what I'm saying? So
you said unchange your decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep it. I got this
yourself, I got it out of a book. It's called Believe Bigger, and she was talking about her marriage, and she was saying, just basically what you said. She fell in love with the idea of being married, of being a bonus mom, and she was overlooking all these red flags. And the most hurtful part was that she had to change her decisions, her ideas. Like it didn't work out the way she envisioned it to work out.
You think a man could read that book, or that's just for a woman?
No, a man can read that book.
Believe Bigger.
Man can read that book.
Let me tell you something. I'll give you a couple of books. Believe
author. Who's the author? Believe Bigger.
It's Michonne. I can't remember her last name, but if you Google it, it's called Believe Bigger. She do this whole purpose map. She has this purpose map where she take you through the whole process of you might as well say transformation. Yeah, but it's called Believe Bigger. Her name is Michonne. I can't remember her last name, but yeah.
I'm looking. I'm Googling.
I'll always be promoting.
It said discover your path.
You can get this book too. This will help you a little bit.
What's that say?
It's called, and this book is it's not a breakup book, even though of the title. It's called The Relationship Dismount: How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. And it's by a guy named Zoe Williams. So it's many books, you know, that you can look in and but I think you know what's inside a lot.
Yeah.
I gotta stop being so helpful to other people too, man. That took a whole lot out of my life. Always looking out for somebody else. You know, that took a lot out of me. But
it's okay to look out for other people, but not when you're depleted more than they are. You got to look out for yourself, and then when you have some extra, you look out for other people. So because it's okay to look out for
people. I look out for people while I'm going through stuff, thinking I'm gonna get my blessings for helping. When I go through something, I start helping people even more. I don't know why. I be on my last and somebody asks me for it, and I give them.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you like a church mother taught me. You have your cup and you have your saucer. What's in the cup is yours. What comes out, what overflows onto the saucer, that's what you give out. Less than that, if you give out what's in your cup, you won't have nothing to drink and you would die of thirst.
Yeah, you can't Can't say no better than that, man.
I'm about to put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's 10:12. We are way past our
Word
time.
up, we rocked out.
I know.
For real, this was good because usually by 9:30 I'm like, y'all need.
Yeah, she be out.
Y'all guys, I don't even join in a lot of times.
And that's you the prize of the whole thing,
No,
man.
I
You
ain't no
joined in
prize.
because you was telling the convo.
I enjoyed the conversation. I was sitting right here the whole time.
And
you know,
I just hope you invite us back when we get to another stage on our progress with this Mandingo life, or if you just want to speak to us in general, let us know. But
I'm gonna start inviting like last week, the last Sunday I had a panel. I invited 10 people, but only one showed up. But what I'm gonna do is do a panel, maybe have a dedicated panel every other Sunday that people who want to be on, people who want to talk about relationships, and then bring on guests when we can. Because it just seems like it's just really hard to get guests a lot of times, and then it's to me it's better when you have more people to talk and have more people to share their opinions. So if you are interested in it because you are a married man, if you're interested in coming on and talking with us on every other Sunday, we can all talk about that.
Maybe once a month, so you can plan it ahead, and you can do your promos ahead, and I can flash it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, yeah.
Dude,
all right, so I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna do this, and everybody promote themselves. It's something new I'm gonna do, and you go ahead and promote yourself and tell them who you are, and then we're gonna say goodbye. We're starting with Mr. Cal.
I mean, I don't even. You caught me off guard.
A little bit, just
a little bit. Well, like I said, man, I'm. They call me Cool Cal, and I got owner of Rockhead's Barbershop right here on Broadway Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens. The owner, CEO of Mandingo Life Fitness Apparel, and I'll be the line will be coming out real soon, and it's been a pleasure to be on this platform and enjoy this 2 hours with lovely people, man. And God bless everyone, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
They call me L. Some people call me Lilo too. So if I'm in the street, people gonna call me Lilo. That means they know me from college. And I am also a member of Mandingo Life company.
You my partner.
Huh?
I said you a partner.
So he just promoted me to partner. So now I'm a partner at Mandingo Life. No, I'm just joking. Mandingo Life. I'm more into the product development and marketing. Like I'm just looking into the future of what it can do as opposed to where we at right now. So I envision a lot for this company, and once we get in the mainstream, some of our biggest customers going to be females because they're going to be buying their man the gift. So that's why we want to come back to your show with the females. And when we start coming up with our product, we want y'all opinion on what you're looking at. Like if it we wearing it to turn y'all on, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. So don't forget that part. But I'm also a part of a company called Help First. Help First is like housing advocates. We trying to help people come out of destitute situations, and we want to be a transition for them to get to a better life. So I have a nice team. Maybe we can come on your show with that team and we can talk to you. I would love, but that ain't got nothing to do with relationships, so I can't help that one. But it is a bunch of women. I got a lot of women in my thing. I got 3 women and 2 men. So it's 5 of us.
I can always find something to talk about when it comes to relationships. So if they want to come on here and
well, these women are all professionals. They're at different stages in their life. Some of them, 2 of them are married, and one is a fiance. So it could work.
This is about you. This is about you promoting yourself. Where can they find you?
you can find me on Facebook, Linnell Lilo Mac. I'm trying to scrub myself from social media and see what it got me into. But I just I'm a helpful person. I love intelligence. I love learning new things. But the things that I like to learn and the intelligence I like don't make no money. But I just like Black history. I love Black history. I love where we come from. I love to learn about our ancestors. I love the kids. Kids, everywhere I go, kids are drawn towards me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Something in my aura. And I thank you for allowing me to be on your show, you ladies. And tell your husband in the background, thank you for making his presence be known to come in our conversation, because it felt like we were saying something positive. And I look forward to coming back on your show. And tell your mother I said hello. You know I love your mom.
All right. Mrs. Selfie.
Oh Lord, I'm half asleep. Okay. So you already know I'm Mrs. Selfie. That's MRZ Selfie. You can catch me on Instagram, but you can mostly catch me on Facebook. I do have a group. One is private, one is public. And also you can go to my website and purchase whatever you like: hoodies, t-shirts, teacups, luggage, whatever fits you. And just look forward in the future of Mrs. Selfie Self-Help Support Group coming out soon. And of course, I will post that in my groups that I have. But just looking to build, well, I'll save it because I don't have it all together. But just look out for it. Join the group and you'll be notified that way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl, I forgot to press it for you, but yay to you too.
It's all good.
You get to practice your sound effects.
We're gonna come back to all of us. All right. So I just want to say thank you to whoever our audience was today and whoever's gonna be watching the replay. Make sure you share and like, subscribe to Three Married Ladies Opinions. My name is Neek is the Night. I had to change it from Neek at Night because somebody else got that name.
You gonna broadcast your products?
3MLO, go to 3MLO shop.com.
No, the other stuff.
My bad, huh?
Other stuff. Your tea.
Oh.
Your tea.
I don't even want
not on this one. Oh, okay, my bad.
The tea website is down right now. I don't know when it's coming back up, but
that's something that we definitely. I'll be into. I want to buy a shirt, but I'll definitely be into. I was raised on teas. Now you tell us about the tea.
Too. It's called Taylor Tasty Teas. Hopefully, we bought the website back. Like we lost the domain because you have to renew at a certain time, and we lost it. We got it back from GoDaddy, but we trying to figure out how to put it back in Shopify. So that's what's going on now. So, but I also still sell wine. So wine shop at home / Yannick Taylor.
What kind?
Go to that way.
Sorry for cutting you. What kind of wine? All types of wine.
All types of wine. They ship from California. You can do wine tastings over the internet. If y'all want to do a wine tasting, you just have me on Zoom and the wine will come straight to you. So we can also do wine tastings that way. And just hit me up. You get about 6 bottles for every during the wine tasting. You can always add more if you want. But 6 bottles be like $30-something or whatever for the wine tasting.
Oh, excuse me.
So we have 3mloshop.com. We got TaylorTastyTeas.com.
Adult
Wine Shop Home / Yannick Taylor.
Adult cookies.
Huh? Oh, so I got an Instagram that's private and it's called Unity, UNI-TEA. It's like a play on words, unity, but it's unity. So I have my MMC card, everybody. So this okay. So I have my MMC card and I make teas with cannabis in it. I make edibles with cannabis in it. I make stuff like that as well.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested, just DM me, DM Mrs. Selfie, DM Cool Cal, DM Linnell. We all need to help each other. We all need to promote each other. We have to buy Black within each other so we can build us up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is why I do that. I promote other people's businesses, promote Black people. My group, 3MLO, Three Married Ladies podcast, private group. The first question is, are you Black? I'm sorry. If you're not Black, you can't go into that group. But it's a whole bunch of stuff that you can look at besides that group. I'm just mainly about Black love, Black marriages, Black unity. All of us together. Not to say I don't have white people in my family. I love y'all too. So, but thank you for joining us. I appreciate y'all. Don't leave after the end video. Don't leave, y'all. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Where are you, video?